Hello there, my name is Stallone-Obaraemi, and today I want to share with you ways in which you can become an indispensable employee or an indispensable partner wherever you find yourself. I'm going to share a few tips. I'm just going to explain some of them, but I hope that it helps you to understand what you need to do and it helps you become better than you were before you started watching this video. So the first thing you need to do, you need to learn to do wherever you are, whether you're an employee or you are a partner, wherever you find yourself and you want to be part and you want to bring something to be, you want to be part of the creative process, is you need to study, study, and study. You see, whoever studies more than you will dominate you in any conversation. Whoever spends more time in digging and searching is going to be at the top. The only way you can compete with that person is that you also take out time to study. So is it about your business policies, your company policies? Is it about continuous personal development? It's about reading, but you've got to grow yourself. Even if you want to start your own business, it's important that you create a part, you create time to continue to grow yourself. Studying, you cannot go wrong. In fact, God told the nation of Israel that their king should study God's law day and night, should read it and meditate upon it. That if they do that, it will guide their path and they will be successful. You can't go wrong with studying the right things in line with your path of growth. The next thing you need to do in order to become an indispensable employee wherever you find yourself or an indispensable partner is do 5 to 10 times whatever you're required to do. We live in a world where employees just, my time is up, boom, they shut down and they go away. Oh no, I can't take this call now, boom, and they go away. I would guarantee you that without putting your mental and physical health into jeopardy, if you go the extra mile to help your customers, if you go the extra mile to help that person that needs help, if you go the extra mile to get the task done, in no time you will be isolated from the rest. You're just going to shine out. So make it a point of duty to do 5 to 10 times, if you like, even if it's just 3 times. But make sure you go a little further. That's one way you become an indispensable employee. You become an indispensable partner wherever you find yourself. It also requires you to be honest. So number 3, be honest. Some people work and they use their employer's time for something else. Tell yourself that the time that your employer has paid for is your employer's time. Why is that very important? Because the truth is, what goes around comes around. If you've been paid to do a job within a certain period of time, use the time judiciously, use the time wisely. So when you are asking for help, when you are saying, oh God, please, I need your help, you are sure at the back of your mind, in your conscience, that you've done the right things. You've treated your employer fairly. And you would also expect that people should treat you fairly. I think that's how it balances out. And number 4, understand the input, the process, and the output system of your business as much as you can. I would narrate a personal example. I used to be the head of the human resource department for a multinational company, but I was in charge of the HR department in Nigeria. And at that point in time, I have always understood the battle between the loggerhead between the human resource department and the finance department. Because the human resource department always thinks about employee engagement, employee relations. How can we make employees happy? And it sounds like it's more about spending. But the finance people, at the back of their mind, their job is to control finance, to make sure that we do not spend money where we don't need to spend money. But to the rest of us, we see them as stingy, thrifty, they're hard to deal with. Up till date, I still have friends who have complaints about their finance counterparts. But I learned something real quick. Whenever there was a meeting, and then I bring all those projects and I do all my slides and all of that, and we're supposed to spend XYZ to make employees happy, I figured the CEO will look at the CFO and say, so what do you think? And the CFO simply needs to say, we don't have the money for that, and that's it. So I decided to learn some more about how the business worked. I walked up to him and I told him, so listen, I need to understand how the budgeting and everything works, the input and the output and all of that. So we spent some time together, some quality time. It made us, we became closer. Then we had an arrangement. Whenever you have projects that you want to put out there, can we discuss it first before we get to the general board meeting or the general super senior management meeting? Okay. So from that time onward, whenever there was a reason to spend money, I go to him and say, hey, what do you think about this? And then he's going to show and bring out the Excel sheet. That's what we used to use, that Excel sheet, and show me the numbers. And say, if this team is able to do this, we're able to hit these numbers, we're able to do this. But we may not be able to carry out this entire project in 1 quarter. We have to spread it across 3 quarters. So we have that arrangement. By the time we had that arrangement, by the time we get to the meeting, and then the CEO goes, so what do you think? And he goes, we may not be able to do it at once, but we should be able to do it in 3 tranches. That's fine by me, because I've already adjusted myself, adjusted with my team and all of that. But it started with me humbling myself and going to meet him to say, explain to me how this works. Let me see this business from your point of view. So managers can also learn from this. Managers make the mistake of thinking they're managers and so they already know everything. In fact, when you become a manager, you have become a child to knowledge, a child of learning. So you want to ask more questions than talking about giving solutions. Sometimes the solutions you tend to profile wrong because times are changing. But talk to more people, listen to them and learn from them. That was what happened, and it changed my relationship with the finance director, and we were able to accomplish more things during my stay, develop more projects, get more employees engaged, than pre that time. So what I'm saying is, number 4, you need to understand how your business works. Do not just say, oh, I'm an employee, I don't care, it's just what it gives me to do that I'm doing. I understand also that depending on where some people are, it might be a tough call. But if you can, try to understand how have a stake in the business. It will show that you're different from the vast majority that just see the job as just a job, 9 to 5, let's get it done and get out of this place. Number 5, be an entrepreneurial employee. I think that ties to number 4. Because as an entrepreneur, you are a risk taker. So an entrepreneurial employee is that employee that sees the business as his own, that wants to know why decisions are taken, if it is within his pay grade to know, or if he's allowed to know. And then he also adjusts whatever he's doing to ensure that his business is protected as if it was his own business. So that's the way you need to think. I'll share with you some qualities of entrepreneurial employees. Number 1, they possess tremendous energy to deliver on the job. They see it more as a work. They see it more as, we've got services to deliver and I've got to get this done. They are committed. Number 2, they are committed to personal improvement and development. Watch around you. If you're an employee today in any organization, take a look at those who never pay attention to personal development. Those who don't care about their personal improvement. They are the ones that would always tell you some new things will not work, oh, this one will not work. It's never going. Oh, we've been there before. No need. Oh, is it your job? Why are you killing yourself? Why are you behaving like, oh, this, oh, that? Very toxic. But those who commit to personal growth and improvement, they ask poking questions because they challenge status quo, because they want things to get better. Now, number 3 or C, I want to name this alphabet. I want to put this down alphabetically. So the C part of if you are an entrepreneurial employee, number C is that you make or support risky decisions. You make or support, because entrepreneurship is about taking risks, being willing to absorb the shock, learn from it, and become a better and stronger person. Ordinarily, the rest do not want, they want to be in their comfort zone. But it takes a bit of turbulence to go from your comfort zone to your goal zone. D, they may not be excellent team players at times. It's a truth. They may not be excellent team players at times, entrepreneurs, but they're willing to learn. So if you're that person that you want to get things done by yourself, you want to get things done only you, it's fine. Just learn how to also work alongside other people. The willingness to learn is what makes the difference. Because you must understand, you cannot do everything by yourself. If you keep doing everything by yourself, you keep staying at that survival level. You need to get to the point of success. You need to begin to allow systems and people to work with you to help you to achieve your aim. And E, they love to create. Because without creating something of value, nothing comes to the table. So they're always thinking, what service, what product can we create? What can we do to distinguish us from our competitors? They are not apathetic. They are not just not concerned. No, that's not an entrepreneurial employee. If what I've shared with you so far makes sense, here's what I want you to do. What I need you to do is share this video, like this video, thumbs up, give us comments, tell us what we're doing right and where we need to improve, and do not forget to hit the notification bell so that you get notified every week when we put out contents like this, so that you become a more effective person. And most importantly, do not forget to subscribe, because that's where we grow this channel and more people get to see the video and we get to empower more people. Okay? And there's another thing about entrepreneurial employees. They hate micromanaging. They rather like loose oversight. Let me do my thing. If anything goes wrong, don't worry, I'll take responsibility. So once you see people like that in your business, in your company, understand they're entrepreneurial employees. Sometimes you might come loggerheads. You might just go head to head with them. But understand, truth be told, inside them, they're not trying to crumble your business. I like to think so. They want to rather take some risks. But I'm not saying let everybody just go, give everybody a free rein to just run. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying identify these people. I'm talking to employers. Identify when people have the strength that you need to encourage, that you need to help them to propel. It may propel them to action, to growth, and they in turn are going to bring back that massive result into your business. So they don't like micromanagement, they want loose oversight, and you should be prepared to give that. Okay? Another thing that entrepreneurial employees do is that they seek their employers and share ideas. I'm thinking about something. Why don't we do this? Why don't we do that? Why don't we try this? Why don't we do that? For most employers, they feel they conceive the idea about the business. They know everything about the business. You can't tell them anything new. If you are like that, you will not be able to keep entrepreneurial employees, because they will go somewhere else where people are willing to listen to their ideas and to try those ideas. Because not everybody is going to own a business. Not everybody is going to start a business. Not everybody is going to be a CEO But some people will be at the base of the machine, will be at the base of the engine, will be at the base of, the back of the room doing all the thinking. They love that space. And they will challenge your thinking process, your thought process. They will challenge things in order to make things better, if you understand what I mean. So they're not after opening their own business. They're just after being in a place where their thoughts and their ideas will be valued and, if possible, implemented. So watch out for people like that in your business. And do not let them go away. If you're already losing one, see how you can draw that person in and have some conversation and try to understand their thought process. Like I said, they seek you out and they share their ideas. Many a times, entrepreneurial employees have a side hustle. Many a times, they are not just doing your job. They've got a job on the side. They've got their stuff on the side. So after your job, they've done your bit, they go do their stuff. If you find out that, and that's your business owner, and you find out that someone working for you has his own side hustle, as long as it does not interfere with your time, does not bring any reproach to your business, please don't frown at them. We've met employers who frown on people doing something else because they think that somehow you're stealing their time. I think the world has become so dynamic, has changed. So sometimes it's not about you seeing people 100% sitting on the desk. The question is, are they getting the job done? If they're getting the job done, I think you're good. So many a times, entrepreneurial employees have a side hustle. So if you think you are an entrepreneurial employee, you might also want to consider having a side hustle. Again, like I said, not everybody would love to have a side hustle. And the things I'm sharing with you here does not mean that everyone will do all of them. They'll do some people won't do some. And so they seek you out, they share ideas, they have their own side hustle, and many a times they want to execute. They don't want to wait around and talk. I personally get tired when we're deliberating. Wait, slow down. Where are we going? Where exactly are we going? What do we intend to achieve? Because, okay, so we're done, we meet, everybody, we're waiting for a perfect time. There's no perfect time. Let's get started. And then let's test what we've done. That's it. So entrepreneurial employees don't like to sit around and wait meetings after meetings and, endlessly. And when you are not done, this is the part that maybe you may not like. When you are not really, the environment is not really encouraging, you will find out that entrepreneurial employees might threaten to leave. They might even carry out their threat, depending on what happens. So you have to be ready. It's not very easy to keep them. If you're able to find a way to keep them, they're a very big asset to you and to your business. So I hope this makes sense to you. So I've talked from the side of the employee, and I've also talked from the side of the employer, why it's important to have entrepreneurial employees, and why it's important for you to be an entrepreneurial employee so that you can become indispensable in your business. Of course, everybody is dispensable somehow, but by use of the indispensability here has to do with you becoming more valuable to your employer, right? And you, employer, being able to value your employee who is an entrepreneurial employee. I hope this has helped you, depending on what side of the bridge you might be. And you've taken one or two things. Now, this is what I need you to do. Share this video, like the video, subscribe to this channel, and ensure that people get to see this video. Let's see how we can keep empowering people. My name is Stallone-Obaraemi Samuel. My sincere desire for you, my friend, is that you go on succeeding by becoming a better version of yourself. Until I come your way again, go on succeeding, and bye for now.